When did life make you choose between two people you'd die for? I was 24 when my wife told me she was pregnant with twins, 11 days before my grandmother had a stroke 1,000 miles away. Daniela told me on a Sunday morning, holding 2 positive tests and laughing and crying at the same time. Twins run in her family. We'd been trying for a year. It was the single best moment of my life for exactly 11 days. Then my grandmother's neighbor called me from Milwaukee. Gran had been found in her kitchen, conscious but confused. The stroke left her left side weak and her speech slower, and the hospital's discharge plan had a phrase in it that rearranged my whole chest. Cannot safely live alone. Here's what you need to understand about Gran. When my mother left for good, I was 9 years old, standing on Gran's porch with a duffel bag. She was 58, recently widowed, living on a school cafeteria pension, and she didn't hesitate for 1 second. She raised me. She sold my grandfather's truck to pay for my senior year expenses and told me it needed too much work anyway, which was a lie. That truck ran perfectly. When I got appendicitis in college, she rode a Greyhound 11 hours overnight and was sitting in my hospital room when I woke up, doing a crossword like it was nothing. She had nobody else. My mother was a rumor. My grandfather was gone. Her sister had passed 2 winters before. There was me. But I was in Charlotte with a wife carrying twins, a mortgage we could barely hold with both incomes, and a boss already side-eyeing my paternity leave request. Danny was terrified, and being terrified made her sharp. One night she threw a pack of prenatal vitamins into the sink and said, "Say it plainly. Are you thinking about leaving me pregnant with 2 babies to go be a nurse in Wisconsin?" And I couldn't answer because the honest answer was that I was thinking about everything, all the time, in circles. I tried every middle path that exists. Paid caregivers. Gran fired 2 in 10 days. 1 for moving the pans, 1 for hovering. Moving her to Charlotte. She informed me she would not leave the house my grandfather built with his own hands, and hung up, which took her 40 seconds with her slowed speech and hurt worse for it. Daily video calls that mostly consisted of me watching her struggle with the tablet and pretending I wasn't crying. The stress started eating me from the inside. I dropped weight. I'd sit in the truck in the parking lot at work, unable to go in. My supervisor finally sat me down, and instead of writing me up, he told me about the year his father declined in another state and said, "Whatever you decide, decide it. The circling is what kills you." Meanwhile, Danny got bigger and more tired and needed me at appointments, and Gran's voice got smaller every call, and she'd started making little farewell-shaped comments. "You have your own family now, that's the natural order." That scared me more than the stroke had. Then, on a Thursday at 11 at night, Gran called. She never called past 8. My heart dropped through the floor. I was certain it was a second stroke. Instead, she said, slow but crisp as anything, "I sold the house." I couldn't speak. The Okonkwo kids next door, they've loved it for years. They'll raise babies in it, which is what it's for. Papers were already signed with the notary from her church. And then, "There's a senior apartment building 10 minutes from you." I looked at every inch of it on the computer with Deacon Wallace's daughter. "There's a community garden. I've already got the plot reserved. Somebody's gotta grow real tomatoes for those babies because I've seen what they sell down there." She'd been planning it for 3 weeks, toured the place by video, hired movers, transferred her doctors to a stroke clinic 8 minutes from my house, all while I was circling. "You spent 15 years being my reason," she said. "You think I'm going to miss being theirs?" The twins are 2 now, Mateo and June. Gran's apartment is 10 minutes away, exactly as promised, and her tomato plot is the shame of every other gardener in that building. She walks with a cane and speaks a half-beat slow, and the twins have never once noticed, because to them, that's simply how Gran speed works. She keeps their drawings on her fridge, and every Friday she makes cornbread while my kids help by destroying her kitchen. The Okonkwos send her a photo of the maple tree in the yard every autumn when it turns. She frames every single one. 2 lives I thought I had to choose between. She just picked both of them up and carried them one more time, like she'd been doing it all along, because she had.